Good morning, everyone. What a wonderful Monday morning. I have to tell you, this is absolutely my favorite week of the year where we have an opportunity to celebrate all of our graduates. So thank you all for being here. So good morning, family, friends, faculty, staff, alumni, and honored guests. Welcome to the 2025 Society of Excellence Awards for the Johns Hopkins School of Education. I am Jamie Lester, the Vice Dean of Academic Affairs for the School of Education, and I am pleased to be the Master of Ceremonies. I am excited to be here today to recognize the incredible impact, talent, and achievements of our academic community. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to our Society of Excellence student and alumni awardees. We begin today by celebrating academic excellence and named awards presented to alumni and students, as well as awards for academic excellence in each of our degree programs. But before we begin the presentation, I'd like to acknowledge the journey. Today's ceremony and tomorrow's graduation represent the culmination of many, you can keep adding many if you like, hours of hard work and outstanding individual efforts to make a difference in people's lives through research, teaching, counseling, leadership, and service. For some of us, it is also a literal journey. Many of you have traveled a fair distance to be here, and we thank you very much for those efforts. It means so much for us to be together in person to celebrate exceptional work and outstanding achievement. And excellence doesn't happen in an instant, as we know. It involves sustained commitment, and it doesn't happen alone. Our award recipients depend on the support and encouragement of partners, parents, siblings, kids, really our family and friends. Will the families and friends of our award winners please stand to be recognized? Thank you, families and friends. And while we're at it, let's take just a minute to show appreciation for the people who pushed you to excel, who held you to high standards, but also helped you attain them. Can I ask the faculty and staff of the School of Education to stand and be recognized? We all know they asked a lot of you, but they stood behind you, and now they couldn't be happier for your success. Faculty and staff members, thank you for all your support and abiding commitment to our awardees and to the School of Education. Today, we officially recognize students and alumni who have exemplified the Johns Hopkins tradition of excellence in research and practice. We'll kick it off with the School of Education Awards, honors named for some of the school's most beloved professors. These awards recognize special excellence in teaching and education leadership among students and alumni. You can find a list of the awards beginning on page 4 of your program brochure. We'll start with the Edward F. Pajak Award presented by Olivia Marcucci, followed by the Jeffrey A. Grigg Memorial Award presented by Rebecca Cruz, and then the Diane Tobin Memorial Award presented by Hunter Gelbach to 2 of our Masters in Teaching alumni. And finally, the Robert Kettle Memorial Award for Teacher Leadership presented by Paul Miller and accepted on behalf of a student who cannot be here today.
Good morning. My name is Olivia Marcucci, and I'm here to present the Ed F. Pajak Jr. Award to Dr. Mary Frances Park. I'm so honored to be able to talk about Mary Fran because she was the first ever student that I hooded along with Dr. Karen Karp, her co-advisor, a few years ago now. After stints as an oceanographer in San Diego and Antarctica, Mary Fran decided to pivot her attention to education, and the education world is all the better for it. While working with Dr. Karp and I on her EDD at Hopkins, she completed her dissertation entitled Implicit Bias and STEM Education, an Exploration of Gender and Racial Disparity in the Enrollment of STEM Electives at the High School Level. Through all parts of her educational career, she is dedicated to opening the science world to people who have not had the opportunity to see themselves as a scientist. She has provided pedagogical leadership at the Kent Denver School in Colorado for 18 years, as well as educational positions before that. And recently she became the science department chair while simultaneously running an equity-focused STEM program called GAINS, Gender Advancing in STEM. All the while, she has been presenting at regional and national conferences about equity in STEM in New York, Colorado, Maryland, and more. And in a small aside, she didn't know I was writing this little script about her, and we were texting about a new AI tool that turns executive summaries into podcasts, and I have a lot of AI anxiety. I don't know if anyone else shares that. But Mary Fran doesn't feel that anxiety, and she literally wrote to me in a quote, in a text, quote, "As department chair, I need to be on the leading edge of learning for my team." It's this type of leadership she embodies. It's non-performative and authentic. She makes choices as a leader, both in informal and formal roles, because she truly believes in and has the energy for this type of equity-focused change. She's a leader in every sense of the word, both within her official role as department chair and in every informal interaction. And she has been setting a culture of excellence and equity in STEM within her school and beyond. And I'm so honored to present this award to Dr. Mary Fran Park, the Ed F. Pajak Jr. Award.
Good morning. I'm Rebecca Cruz, here to present the Jeffrey A. Grigg Memorial Award to Rachel McClam. It is a delight to present this award because it honors one of our most respected and beloved faculty members, Jeffrey Grigg. Established in 2019 by the generosity of family, friends, and colleagues, the award honors Jeffrey's legacy of rigorous scholarship and a focus on local community and Baltimore's most vulnerable children. An assistant professor at the School of Education, Jeff studied the impacts of children's early life experiences, school commutes, absenteeism, and lead exposure, among many other important topics. So each year, a Johns Hopkins School of Education PhD student who demonstrates excellence in research, ideally focused in Baltimore, receives this award and the opportunity to select a speaker to give a lecture on campus from which our entire community can learn. So Rachel exemplifies the spirit of this award because of her outstanding research contributions through a couple of research practice partnerships, one in Montgomery County and one in Baltimore City Schools. In alignment with the award's purpose and in honoring Dr. Grigg's passion for making a positive difference in Baltimore schools, Rachel's work embodies the principles of collaborative, equity-focused research that directly improves students' learning opportunities and daily experiences. So please present this award to Rachel.
Good morning. I'm Hunter Gelbach. I'm a more senior member of the faculty, which you can tell by the sheets of paper instead of the phone. I'm here to present the Diane Memorial Award to two School of Ed alumni this year, Darren Brozine and Ashanti Porter. This award was established in Professor Tobin's honor by SOE faculty to recognize those who've demonstrated excellence in teaching. Darren Brozine began teaching social studies in 2006 through the Baltimore City Teaching Residency at Forest Park, where he became a model and lead teacher. In 2009, he earned a master's degree in teaching at the Johns Hopkins School of Education. His work focused on supporting early career teachers and leading academic planning sessions on a weekly basis for all content areas. After 12 years in the classroom, Mr. Brozine entered New Leaders and began his work into administration. Over the next 7 years, he served as an assistant principal and is now principal at Baltimore Design School, serving grades 6 through 12. Exactly. Under Principal Brozine's leadership, BDS earned top rankings, both city and statewide. A former mentor and lead teacher, he prioritizes academic intervention and differentiated instruction, has helped close achievement gaps, and fosters student success through relationships and data-driven leadership, all near and dear to my heart. Darren displays a deep leadership expertise daily with his emphasis on differentiation of learning to meet the needs of all students. Darren, congratulations. Welcome. Ashanti Porter is a veteran educator and principal of Legends at Leith Walk Elementary Middle School in Baltimore. Exactly. She earned a master's in teaching degree from Johns Hopkins School of Education in 2008, and also holds degrees in criminal justice and educational leadership, and because that's not enough degrees, also pursuing an EDD in organizational leadership. With almost 20 years of experience in the Baltimore City public school system, Ms. Porter's tenure at Leith Walk has been marked by initiatives aimed at enhancing academic rigor, promoting social and emotional development, and strengthening partnerships with families and the broader community. Her leadership is characterized by a strong emphasis on collaboration, equity, and community engagement, empowering both students and staff to reach their full potential with a steadfast dedication to fostering a nurturing and inclusive environment. She prioritizes the well-being and academic achievement of every student, because those are not mutually exclusive. Under Principal Porter's guidance, Leith Walk is poised for continued growth and success. Known for her innovation and dedication to student achievement, Ashanti leads with a focus on equity, empowerment, and lifelong learning within Baltimore's dynamic school landscape. Ashanti, huge congratulations.
Everybody's getting white words across that.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Paul Miller, and I'm here to present the Robert Cadell Memorial Award for Teaching Leadership to Luca Colza, and to accept this award on his behalf. Fortunately for Luca, he's in Hawaii. We will do what we need to do in Baltimore for Luca this morning. So as a classroom teacher, Luca exemplifies the qualities that this award celebrates. I've had Luca in a couple of my classes, and Luca demonstrates a clear passion for innovation and inclusion in teaching. Luca has led impactful interdisciplinary project-based learning initiatives, integrating digital tools to transform student engagement. His approach goes beyond the expected, demonstrating culturally responsive teaching and building partnerships that deepen classroom learning across his community. As a mentor, I've witnessed Luca champion equity, model resilience, and serve as a resource to his peers. He maintains a strong presence in the classroom while simultaneously shaping the broader educational community with creativity and care. So Luca's work reflects the very essence of teacher leadership, and again, I'm happy to accept this award on his behalf.
And now for the Master of Education in the Health Professions Alumni Award, presented by our MEHP Program Director, Dr. Tony Ungaretti.
Thank you, Jamie. I'm Tony Ungaretti. I'm here to present the MEHP Alumni Excellence Award to Dr. Linda Regan. Linda epitomizes the mission of the MEHP. She transforms health professions education globally through evidence-based teaching, sound research, and impactful leadership. Linda is well known at Johns Hopkins for her work as an educational program builder, and she has spent 13 years as program director for the emergency medicine residency. She obtained her MEHP with a focus on educational research. Her interests lay mainly in the applications of adult learning theories and conceptual models to postgraduate education, in particular as they pertain to the development of adaptive expertise for learners, as well as how to best teach and represent yourself as an educator. And I have to say, she did an awesome mini conference for us on branding yourself. Linda is an associate professor in the Department of Emergency Medicine at Johns Hopkins, where she now serves as vice chair for education and the director of the Medical Education Fellowship. She has served on a number of boards of directors and is a well-known national and international speaker. She is the current chair of the ACGME Residency Review Committee, which is the accreditation body for graduate medical education in emergency medicine, and is the lead for the National Program Requirement Revision for the specialty of emergency medicine. Linda is the author of over 40 peer-reviewed publications, has given over 70 invited lectures, and is the national recipient of the 2012 American College of Emergency Physicians Faculty Teaching Award, the 2016 Emergency Medicine Residency Association's Residency Director of the Year Award, and the 2020 Council of Residency Directors Michael P. Wainscott Program Director Award. Most recently, she was awarded the Gloria Kuhn Award for Outstanding Mentorship and Allyship in Medical Education, given in recognition to one CORD senior faculty member for demonstrating exceptional mentorship and allyship in emergency medical education. On a personal level, given all this, you wouldn't believe that Linda has time to help us. She teaches as a capstone instructor. She is always there when I call her and ask for help or support. She is always trying to do everything she can to make us the best and the strongest program, not in the country, but in the world. Please join me in recognizing Linda Regan.
And while I know you all are already so impressed, we're really just getting started. So now I'm delighted to introduce the Student Excellence Awards, which recognize outstanding achievement in our academic programs. The awards for our Advanced Studies and Education Department will be presented by Hunter Gelbach, again, for the Doctor of Philosophy in Education, or PhD, followed by Christine Eith for the Doctorate in Education, or EDD, and then again, Tony Ungaretti for the MEHP program.
So you might be forgiven for assuming that I am still Hunter Gelbach, but I am actually channeling Jonathan Plucker, Sarah's advisor, who's unfortunately not able to be here due to illness. So, in his words, Sarah was already an impressive person when she arrived in Baltimore to study for her PhD. She was an accomplished teacher, had a master's degree from a prestigious program, and was in the early stages of building a reputation as a future leader. Fast forward to today, she's excelled in her coursework, pushed herself to learn new skills, and take her existing strengths to the next level. She's defended an excellent dissertation on a topic of national and international importance. While doing all of that, she managed to find time to publish important papers, present her work at several national conferences, and last but not least, she begins a prestigious postdoctoral fellowship at Brown University later this year. But those accomplishments, although quite impressive, do not fully capture Sarah. After she began the program, the faculty quickly noted that Sarah almost always has a smile on her face, loves to work with others, and most importantly, is always looking for ways to support both students and faculty. I do not need to point out that the faculty believe Sarah has a very bright future ahead of her. That much is obvious. But I will note that she will make a big difference in the world while helping others to do the same. That is unique, laudable, and is a major reason why the faculty are so pleased to honor Sarah with this award. Congratulations.
Hello, all. Excuse me. I'm Christine Eith. I am here to present the Excellence Award for the Doctor of Education program to Paviter Singh. Pav. Some times you get the opportunity to work with someone who, while our EDD students are all very special, Pav is someone who really does stand out in terms of being an excellent student in our program. Pav, from my first meeting of him, really stood out to me because he truly has a vision for education. He does that multiple ways, by helping himself through his vision and some of the, let's just say, the designs and visualizing education in a way that only Pav can, by helping his peers and also helping our current EDD students. His dissertation, The Transformative Use of Technology to Teach, has literally started to have a massive impact in Southeast Asia, and I'm sure it's only going to get bigger. One of the things that Pav noted through his dissertation research was that peer feedback can really benefit all classroom teachers. He noted that in particular, when peers kind of engage in a peer-to-peer observation of one another, they can really only get better. And so he created an app called Petagram that has now been translated into 4 different languages, most recently Vietnamese, we just heard yesterday, has over 34,000 users. And the tool has only gained more momentum now that it's available on iPhones or iPhones and Android phones too, I'm sure, but we're not allowed to talk about the Android side. What's really the most amazing about this is that Pav continues to both serve very humbly, but also he is someone who will, if you pull it out of him gently, tell you just how amazing he really is. Because he's not someone who's going to sit back and say excellence is something that he aspires to. He just truly lives it with the humility that only someone who embodies what it is to be a leader can. So it is my pleasure to thank Pav for being what a wonderful advisee, but also to thank him for his excellence in the EDD.
Again, I'm Tony Ungaretti, and I'm here to present the Excellence Award to our graduating MEHP Fellow. Kara Beth Thompson, MD, has spent most of her career in postgraduate medical education in Africa from 2013 to 2024. She was on faculty at the Hope Family Medicine Residency of Ahmad University in Somaliland, helping to start the first postgraduate training program in the country. While pursuing her master's degree, she collaborated with the Johns Hopkins School of Medicine through an Alliance for a Healthier World grant to implement training of trainers, obstetrical emergency simulation courses in Sierra Leone. Her work was recognized with a JHU Global Surgical Initiative grant in 2022. Dr. Thompson also lived and worked in Cameroon from 2007 to 2009 and involved in the initiation of the internal medicine residency program there. She graduated from the University of Louisville School of Medicine and completed her family medicine residency and obstetric fellowship at Florida Hospital Orlando, teaching full spectrum family medicine and including operative obstetrics while developing relationships with her residents brings her great joy. She utilizes her experience overseas with her education garnered from the MEHP program to continue to support global postgraduate education. I wish to share a few words from Nicole Shikolsky, who is the Vice Chair of Education and Pediatrics and is her co-PI on the grant along with me. Nicole called and said, "Do you know anybody who could?" And I said, "Absolutely." Okay, and this is what Nicole has to say. Dr. Thompson has been working with me over the past 2 years on an educational and health equity project entitled Saving Lives in Sierra Leone. And I must tell you that Sierra Leone has the highest maternal and neonatal mortality rate in the world. She has worked on the health equity grant from the Johns Hopkins Alliance for a Healthier World. She has single-handedly developed and implemented a pilot faculty development program and simulation curriculum in surgical obstetrical interventions procedures for the faculty. Dr. Thompson brings immense experience in curriculum development and international education to her work in Sierra Leone. Over time, we will be examining improvements in public health measures such as regional rates of postpartum hemorrhage and surgical complications after cesarean section and hysterectomy. I give Dr. Thompson my highest recommendation for receipt of this award. She is deserving. She has turned this educational curriculum development opportunity into a scholarly project and has brought her expertise to bear in the efforts to increase access to safe and timely obstetric care in the hospital that sees the largest number of maternal deaths in the country and ultimately to other regions of Sierra Leone. Amazing, amazing, and I have been honored to be her advisor. Join me in congratulating Carabelle.
And before I move on, thank you, April, for making sure pictures don't have confetti in their faces. Those pictures are going to be very valuable one day, I'm sure. So next, we recognize individual excellence in our Counseling and Educational Studies Department, beginning with Michelle Moratori presenting the award for the School Counseling Master's Program, followed by Nathaniel Brown for Clinical Mental Health Counseling, Veronica Guglielcello for our International Teaching and Global Leadership, or ITGL cohort, Christy Harnett for Education Policy, Paul Miller, once again, for the Teach for America TNTP program, Rebecca Cruz up again for Special Education, and Olivia Marcucci makes back to the podium, who will present the award in School Administration and Supervision.
All right. Hello, everyone. I always have to adjust this because I'm probably the shortest person here. All right. Well, good morning. I'm Michelle Moratori, and I'm a lecturer in the counseling program. And I am just thrilled to present the 2025 School Counseling Excellence Award to Michelle Parker Evans. All right. So let me tell you a little bit about Michelle. Michelle is a stellar school counseling student who was unanimously recommended as the nominee for the school counseling program, because she's maintained the highest level of performance as a student and always strives for excellence. She's a member of the Reset 1.0 cohort, and without a doubt a leader who advocates for equality and equity for all students. Her exceptional skills and professionalism were demonstrated in the classroom and in her fieldwork. Her site supervisor described her as meticulous, creative, and someone who always takes initiative. Her leadership excels beyond expectations, and she always maintains the very highest ethical standards. In all situations, she's consistently excelled, demonstrating a keen intellect, an exceptional work ethic, and insightful contributions. Michelle's integrity, her passion for learning, and her unwavering convictions have left a lasting impression. She's shown remarkable determination and an admirable ability to advocate on behalf of both students and all the causes that are important to her. Her deep commitment to advancing the field of school counseling is complemented by her boundless energy, her incredible warmth, and her relentless drive for excellence, both as a graduate student and as a future professional counselor. And so please join me in congratulating Michelle Parker Evans. All right.
Good morning. So great to see everybody here. One of the things that I think is very important when you're working in clinical mental health counseling is recognizing the growth of students, but also the growth of the faculty member. And when you have a student that can challenge you as a faculty member to not only increase and improve the way you teach pedagogically, but also in the way that you are challenged in the classroom by way of dyadic and triadic groups. One such student exists, and I have certainly had the pleasure of having him as an advisee. He has been a stellar student. We actually, as a team of people, Dr. Sterling Travis and I decided to co-nominate him. We both had him in class. One of the things I wanted to share with you is that during Jeremy's matriculation in the counseling program, I have served as his program advisor and one of his professors. And in my experience as a counselor educator in about 7 years, I've never seen anyone with such high intellectual acuity. But he also couples that with cultural humility. He is a student that goes above and beyond. He's one of the most communicative students I've ever met in my 7 years of teaching. And more importantly, he engages with faculty members above and beyond outside of the walls of Hopkins. He is one such student who I believe is going to do very, very amazing things beyond just practicing as a practitioner. I think he has the ability to pursue a PhD if he so chooses. So, Jeremy, as your advisor and as one of the faculty members here in the counseling program, I am so grateful that you came into my life. And I would like to, on behalf of Dr. Sterling Travis and myself, to award you the Excellence Award in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. You will be missed. We're going to shimmy over.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Veronica Guglielcello, and I'm honored to present the Excellence Award to Yadong Xu. I'm going to wait till he gets up here. That's okay. Yadong was a standout student in the International Teaching and Global Leadership cohort here at Johns Hopkins. Throughout his studies, he consistently demonstrated academic excellence, discipline, and strong intellectual curiosity. Whether through his thoughtful class contributions, his collaborative leadership, or the high-quality work he produced, Yadong exemplified what it means to be both a scholar and a leader. As a research assistant in his extended learning program, Yadong worked closely with faculty on the Teaching Well program, evaluating professional materials, conducting literature reviews, participating in faculty initiatives. His work was not only thorough, but insightful, and it played an important role in supporting the broader mission of our School of Education. Currently, during his optional practical training experience, Yadong is applying his commitment to student-centered learning in his teaching role in Redwood City, California. With a background in cognitive psychology and a passion for project-based learning, he designs engaging, real-world learning experiences that inspire and empower his students. On a personal note, I had the pleasure of teaching Yadong in the spring of 2024 in our Global Leadership course. He consistently brought warmth, curiosity, and a contagious smile to every session. His leadership was quiet but powerful, marked by humility, collaboration, and a calm presence that helped foster a strong sense of community within our class. His friendly nature made it easy to connect, and we often shared light moments and a few laughs that added to the positive atmosphere. Yadong, congratulations on this well-deserved recognition. Your dedication, leadership, and genuine love for learning are inspiring. We can't wait to see where your journey takes you next.
I'm representing Dr. Plucker today, who is ill. Whoops. I just want to mention one thing before I start. I was sitting in my seat next to Dr. Eith, and she looked over and she saw the name Jenny Murnane Butcher. And what did you say, Chrissy? She's really awesome. She said you were awesome. So let's start there. This Student Excellence Award is bestowed on Jenny Murnane Butcher. In the Education Policy Master's Degree Program, the faculty expects students to excel in the classroom, but they also expect students to begin their lifelong journey to influencing education in their communities, their states, and the nation. To prepare for this award, Dr. Plucker asked several faculty to nominate deserving students for consideration. The program has many strong students, and it wasn't a surprise when he received nominations for several students. But one name was at the top of every faculty member's list: Jenny Butcher. Why, Chrissy?
Because she's awesome.
Thank you. Faculty noted Jenny's sharp intellect, willingness to go beyond our expectations, and strong collaborative skills. In addition to excelling in her coursework, Jenny also made many important contributions to education policy in Montana while still a student. The combination of her talent, tenacity, and passion for improving education will provide her with ample opportunities to shape education policy in the future. It's been an honor to have her in our program. Congratulations, Jenny.
Hello again, everybody. Paul Miller. I'm thrilled to pass out the next Excellence Award to David Garnick and accept this award on his behalf because, like his roommate Luca, he's also in Hawaii. I think I need to go to Hawaii afterwards to actually give them the award. I'm just saying. Okay, so David's collaborative spirit has been a hallmark of his work here at Johns Hopkins. He's consistently elevated classroom discussions that he leads and actively support his peers through constructive feedback, technical assistance, and inclusive dialogue. His capstone work reflects an innovative mindset and a commitment to using technology to enhance student learning outcomes, and David really exemplifies what it's like to be a teacher. Some people are just natural, and David is natural at being a teacher. He uses real-world applications to reflect a deep commitment to equity and student engagement, especially integrating himself into the Hawaiian culture. He leads by example and demonstrates a quiet confidence, always focused on the collaborative good and collective good, and he's a student of exceptional merit. So again, I'm pleased to accept the award on his behalf.
Good morning. I'm Rebecca Cruz Still, here to present the Student Excellence Award to Madeline Pease. During her time here at JHU, Maddie was enrolled in the Masters of Science in Special Education program with an emphasis on applied behavior analysis. Since beginning the program in the fall of 2022, she has exemplified what it means to be an outstanding scholar and practitioner. She has maintained academic excellence while also serving as a dedicated special education teacher in Montgomery County Public Schools. Maddie's commitment to advancing her expertise led her to pursue board certification behavior analysis through our program, and she was selected to participate in the prestigious MSDE Elevates grant. So through this initiative, she collaborated with her peers to develop impactful professional development on evaluating and monitoring behavior intervention plans, training that is already shaping the practices across Maryland in her practicum work. So Maddie's passion for special education, her dedication to applied behavior analysis, and her unwavering focus on improving student outcomes are truly inspiring, and we're proud to honor her today as a model of excellence in our field.
Hello again, I am Olivia Marcucci, and I am presenting this on behalf of Dr. Annette Anderson. And I have the privilege of presenting the Student Excellence Award for Education in Administration and Supervision to Kelsey Clayton. Kelsey joined the School Administration and Supervision program in the fall of 2020. She has taught both kindergarten and second grade in the Harford County Public Schools here in Maryland, but more importantly, Kelsey is known as a teacher of indomitable faith. Kelsey is an amazing writer, the kind of straight A student with a 4.0 GPA whose papers you actually look forward to reading. You can tell as you read her work that she's been wrestling with issues around education, access, and opportunity for a long time. One of her former professors describes her as, quote, a leader among her peers, saying that she is, quote, most definitely worthy of this achievement. Her principal at the William Packa Old Post Road Elementary said of her, as an early childhood educator, Ms. Clayton knows and understands the developmental needs of her students. She maintains a focus on teaching the whole child to include social, emotional, and academic success. Another mentor added that, quote, Kelsey has shown her commitment to education by collaborating with colleagues, seeking out additional support and resources, and reflecting on her own practice. She has demonstrated her ability to build relationships and make connections with her students and peers. Kelsey regularly seeks out leadership opportunities at school as well as at the county level. Now that sounds like the amazing Kelsey we know. And so for her amazing spirit of hope, great faith, and solid determination, it is my distinct honor on behalf of Dr. Annette Anderson to present the Student Excellence Award in School Administration and Supervision to a maverick, a change agent, and a great believer that education can change the world, Miss Kelsey Clayton. Are you up there?
Well, families, friends, faculty, staff, alumni, and guests, you have just witnessed excellence. What a remarkable group. Let's give them another round of applause. Awardees, on behalf of the School of Education, I wish you all every success. I hope to see you and your families and friends at the reception immediately following this event, which is going to be right here, so they're going to wheel some food in for us. But one more point of logistics. If you were one of the first awardees who had their picture taken but maybe had some confetti that was a part of your photo, you are welcome to come back up. We'll make sure you get your slide, and we have our photographer here so that you can have those beautiful lasting pictures. So again, thank you all. Thank you for being here, and congratulations.